Hey everybody, what's up? I want to talk about The Rock versus John Cena at next year's WrestleMania. As of Tuesday, this match has been officially confirmed, finally, officially made by WWE. And the question that a lot of people have, a lot of fans, reporters, and stuff all have the same question. People are just wondering if this is the right move by WWE. A lot of people are wondering this. They want to know if this has been the right move. Some people are wondering why WWE doesn't do it sooner. And some are probably wondering what's the purpose of having us wait. Well, it's like I said in my Raw review, and I'll go into more detail here. It's about anticipation. You see, whoever's in, as people put it, in Vince's ear at WWE headquarters in Stamford, they've probably told Vince or kind of shown Vince that WrestleMania hasn't really been the spectacular that it's been billed to be. That previous WrestleManias, like say 25, which was supposed to be the silver anniversary, 26, some people feel as though these have not really lived up to WrestleMania, and the only ones so far that have lived up to it have been 24 and 23 in the past 4 to 5 years. So a lot of people, so again, whoever's probably in Vince's ears, whoever's in Vince's ears probably told him, look, our buy rates for WrestleMania have been going down. Tickets have not been selling out within minutes or an hour or in seconds like they used to. We need to do something. And that's why they did what they did. So that they can rebuild the spectacle, rebuild WrestleMania into what it's supposed to be known as. The spectacle. The greatest sports entertainment event of the year. That's why they did this. Because they know that if people go to Sun Life Stadium to purchase tickets, or go online to Ticketmaster to purchase tickets, or ticket packages or whatever, and they see that one match has already been announced and it's Rock versus Cena, that's going to sell out. They know that's going to sell out the stadium. They know it. That's why they did it. That's why they did it, folks. Now, again, there's other reasons as well. Like I mentioned in my review, my Raw review, it's about a lot of other things. It's about rebuilding, like I say, the legacy that WrestleMania was once about. The spectacle that it used to live up to, being the granddaddy, being the sports entertainment event of all time. That's why they're doing this. But again, like I said, it's also about revenue. I said this in my Raw review. It's about revenue. They know that they need to get that revenue built back up for WrestleMania. They need to get the buy rates to go through the roof again. And by announcing this match 1 year in advance, they know that this is going to cause buy rates as soon as next year comes around to go through the roof. They know that. They know people are going to be calling up the cable companies probably within the next 4 to 7 months or 4 to 8 months saying, hey, can we order WrestleMania now? Can we order WrestleMania now? Because they're going to want it. And it builds the anticipation level. And it gets people talking. I mean, these are all the factors. Revenue, getting the buy rates back up, selling out tickets within the first few seconds or hours, or minutes, and getting people talking about it. In fact, last night on the Tonight Show, they had Rock on Jay Leno, and they had him talking about the match at WrestleMania 28. So, so that is why they're doing what they're doing. Right? That is why they're doing what they're doing. But here's the question, though. Why make people wait a year? Well, like I said, it's about anticipation level. Another question, why not have it at SummerSlam? It's in Los Angeles. Rock's primary home right now. Okay. First of all, SummerSlam, yeah, would be a great setting, but you got to look at it this way. Rock versus Cena at SummerSlam would be huge. Would be huge, no doubt about it. But because it's basically two icons of two different eras colliding, then the most logical choice is to have it at WrestleMania. That's the most logical choice, folks. I mean, yeah, as much as I'd like to see it at SummerSlam, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people would, the thing is, because it's two different eras, it's got to take place at WrestleMania. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but it's true. And WrestleMania is the big enough stage. I mean, I know you're thinking, well, wait a minute. They had icon versus icon, legend versus legend with Michaels and Hogan at SummerSlam. Yeah, they did, but here's the thing. With Hogan, they were never sure if they were going to get him for WrestleMania. So that's why they did it at SummerSlam. All right? That's why they did it at SummerSlam. They needed something to really build SummerSlam on. Okay? Now, of course, there's other reasons why this may be happening in about a year or so. I mean, think about it. A lot of people have speculated about this. Off the Rope shows speculated about it. J-Dub's probably speculating about it. Jeff Meacham, Noah Adonis of No DQ, I know they're speculating about it. ICO CJ at ADTV along with Hebrew Heat K Ross is speculating about it. Dave Meltzer, one of the most well-known wrestling reporters and insiders, has been asking the same thing, been thinking about it, wondering why, figuring out why it's happening this way. Well, I think all of them probably know why this is happening. Everybody has said basically the same thing. The fact that it's taking place next year in Miami, Florida, which is The Rock's hometown, or where he was raised in. And second of all, this might be Rock's final match, his farewell match, and it might be also the time for him to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Now think about it. It'd be basically what WWE would be doing is something similar to what Ric Flair did. Except, with Rock losing, well, not losing, but with The Rock going into the Hall of Fame, it doesn't mean that his last match, if he loses his last match, he's got to retire. No. It's just basically a way to cap off his legacy and cap off an era that he helped create. That's what it was about. Now, the anticipation level, yeah, it's going to be huge. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be huge, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be huge, no doubt about that. But that's why they did this. That's why they made this match in advance. I mean, again, I can understand folks not being happy about it. I can understand those that are going to purchase tickets for SummerSlam hoping they were going to see Rock and Cena. I know they're not happy about it, but you know what? They got to understand that this is a big, big deal for WWE, and this is a historic deal when it comes to any kind of promotion, sports entertainment, or entertainment, period. Because out of all those three categories, sports entertainment, and entertainment, no promotion that I know of has ever booked a match, booked an event with a headlining situation or a headlining act. No one has ever done that 1 year in advance. All right? No one has really done that. Okay? Now you might say, well, entertainment-wise, Michael Jackson did it. Yeah, maybe Michael Jackson. But the thing is, he did that when it came to music. Okay? And usually it wasn't a year in advance when people would find out about his concerts. It's usually maybe I can't really say, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a year. I'm pretty sure it was more like half a year, perhaps. Maybe 6 months in advance or something like that, or 7 months in advance. But what I'm saying, folks, is, to me, this is the first time this has ever happened in any of those categories for any promotions. Boxing, mixed martial arts, none of them have ever promoted or ever made a match 1 year in advance for one of their cards. UFC's never done it. Strikeforce never did it. Pride never did it. Boxing-wise, they never did it for any of their championship matches or just a headline match. None of the wrestling promotions out there, like Ring of Honor, CZW, TNA, WCW in the past, ECW in the past, AWA, USWA. None of them ever made a match 1 year in advance for some of the big WrestleMania-like cards. They never did that. WWE's doing it. WWE's doing it. So, to me, that is why they did what they did. Now, there could be another reason, too. There could be another reason. See, maybe WWE's trying to, maybe the creative staff, and again, whoever's in Vince McMahon's ears, maybe they're trying to learn from this. Maybe they're trying to realize, okay, if we can make one of the most anticipated and perhaps one of the biggest, if not the biggest match in WWE and WrestleMania history 1 year in advance, what can we do in the next, 8 months or the next 7.5 months? What can we do? What can we do to really build and make that next year's WrestleMania probably the biggest of all time? What can we do? Well, obviously, you could throw out hints of what matches we're going to see, possibly. I'm thinking this is what they might do. They might start throwing out hints, possibly as soon as Survivor Series, maybe, of what we may see at WrestleMania. Maybe sooner. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised that if they want to make this one of the biggest and most important WrestleManias of all time, that we start seeing hints thrown out there for possible WrestleMania matches being thrown, being thought up and thrown together, possibly after SummerSlam. I wouldn't be surprised by that. And maybe that's why WWE did what they did as well, so they can learn of how to make this even bigger. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised that after SummerSlam, we start seeing maybe the planning stages for what kind of matches we'll see. And maybe, perhaps, they'll try to stick to those matches. And, of course, another reason, obviously, is perhaps they want to make this match between Cena and Rock so big for Mania that perhaps there's a slight chance John Cena may walk in there as WWE Champion, which would, which would escalate the epicness, the anticipationness, the hugeness of this match, multiply it tenfold over, because not only would you finally have Rock versus Cena, but you'd have Rock versus Cena for the WWE Championship. So, but those are just my thoughts on the Rock-Cena match that has been made official 1 year in advance for WrestleMania 28. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you agree with some of the things I said. And if not, tell me the reasons you think. And I will talk to y'all later.